Hello and welcome to your in-depth horoscope forecast for week commencing the 23rd of September. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be honoured if you did now. This week begins with the Sun returning to the sign of Libra on Monday. This is an opportunity over the next month to engage with others, to share ideas, to find points of cooperation. But it's also an opportunity for us to challenge ourselves in terms of being more competitive or perhaps firming up our boundaries where we may feel that others are perhaps taking us a little bit for granted. Now, of course, Venus and Mercury are already in this location, collaborating beautifully. So there can be some sweet music, and with them both in an angle with Jupiter, if you're really lucky, you could encounter someone who really sets your pulse racing. But equally, as the week goes on, Mercury then goes into a more challenging angle with Saturn. And this suggests that somebody may actually be a little bit more authoritarian or even a bit dismissive about any effort to be more diplomatic or more inclusive in our approach. Now, Saturday does see a new moon, but this new moon is going to be forging a quincunx with Uranus. So when we are thinking about relationships in general, or cooperation or collaboration, I think it's going to be around about our values as much as money, which is going to be the make or break point in terms of the opportunity in the following month. Your specific forecast, Leo, shows that with the Sun moving into the sign of Libra, joining up with Mercury and Venus, the pace of life is set to accelerate. But this is something that you're going to greatly appreciate. There can be buzzy exchanges, social moments, even flirtatious ones, especially with Venus and Mercury forging gorgeous links to Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, which is in actually a very romantic and self-expressive part of your scope. If that part of your life is already settled, I think the more practical part of your situation, which has been dominated by Saturn and Pluto, is still going to be calling for your attention. But with Saturn clashing with Mercury later this week, it is going to be important not to try and cram too much in. In fact, there could even be the offer of a job later this week with Venus clashing with Pluto. And the new moon also forges a quincunx with Uranus, which is in your sector of worldly interaction. So there may be a bit of a surprise when it comes to your work or an ambition, and something could come up that does come out of the blue, and it may require some kind of quick decision. But the one thing you can count on this week is that your thinking will be very fluid, you can be flexible, and there's going to be a lot of possibilities to share ideas, exchange information with others. You could also find yourself socialising with a neighbour, a good friend, a sibling. Anything that stimulates your mind certainly calls out to you this week, Leo. If you'd like to know what 2020 holds, you can get the rest of this year free and 30% off and order your personal horoscope based on your time, date and place of birth by clicking the link below. But for now, good luck and goodbye.